What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about the Treasure Link. You know, it's that good time of the year, the most entertaining event that Konami has released for quite a while. So this one is kind of interesting. I feel like it's quite similar to the previous one, but the previous one was a little bit more balanced. But let's see how this one holds up with the current players in the Treasure Link. So the players in the Treasure Link, we have Roberto Donadoni, who is a left mid forward whole player, alongside Lothar Matthäus, who is an attacking midfielder, whole player, who played for Inter Milan. And then Giorgio Chiellini, Italian defender in Azzurri Juventus, centre-back destroyer. Then we got Dimitar Berbatov, former legend, you might say, Manchester United centre-forward deep line. Then we got Messi's cousin, the wonder kid. I feel like he was the talent which never became a talent for sure. Bojan Krkic, Barcelona version youngster, prolific winger. And we want to do a tier list ranking to see which cards are the best. Unfortunately, you can't select. There's no contract selection at the end of this Treasure Link. What you can only do is pray, call Konami, and hope for your luck. Some people have managed to get 1 or 2 players, which is quite interesting. But I'm gonna review and show you, break down which player you should be targeting at Famos best. There's some pretty good gems here. I feel like all these players, they are exceptional. Maybe one is a little bit having a higher ceiling compared to the others. So I hope you get lucky, or write in the comment section if you have picked anyone else from these ones. Lucky only speaks for the brave. Comment and tell me who you got. I'll be happy to reply. And personally, I have gotten Lothar Matthäus, the attacking midfielder, and Bojan Krkic. Well, let's start. Roberto Donadoni, I feel like he falls in just in between A and B, just because he doesn't have, he can't play on the second striker position, and it feels limited in the current meta of the game. You want versatile players that can play in different positions. Example, the latest Zanetti was given for free. So I feel like for now I can place him on this B section to just weigh up the other options and see how he phases out, and how good he can be. But in-game performance, I feel like it's not fair to judge him without using him. But his stats are really amazing. But the only thing is that he can't play on the second striker position. That is the only thing that I feel like he is holding him back, and also no short-time skill. That is the problem for this player. I feel like he doesn't have necessary things You know what I'm talking about. If he had visionary pass, it would have made sense, or any other passing skill, but already his passing stats a little bit decent, not in the threshold of 90, but decent. Next player is Lothar Matthäus. He is per se a brilliant player, I would love to say. I think he is the best player of this pack. He's a whole player also, similar to Roberto Donadoni, but this guy was originally a box-to-box player. He can play CMF, DMF, AMF, and second striker position. This is the type of player you should be aiming for. A player of so much quality, phenomenal pass, short-time skill. Weaknesses? None. There is nothing you can point out and say, oh, he doesn't have this. He's got passing, defending. You can train him as a central mid, you can train him as an attacking midfielder. A lot of things he can do. The next player we're going to talk about is Giorgia Chiellini, this centre-back destroyer. I'm pretty much interested in this player because the only destroyer I have who is quite well performing, but he lacks the height, is Fabio Cannavaro. Performs over his stats, and every weaknesses he has, he always compensates with his stats and performances in game. But I have faced this Giorgia Chiellini. He's a beast of a player. I feel like most people are saying his speed is not quite up to the standards. Well, you can train him to 90 speed, but in terms of this rank, he's on top there. He's an S+. He can change your defense. He can make you win games. He can win games for you, in other words. An absolute monster. A lot of things he can do. The other player is Dimitar Berbatov, the only centre forward in this pack, the deep lying forward. His stats are quite underwhelming compared to Inzaghi, who is a goal poacher, who has also decent pace. But who would you rather use? I mean, most people were waiting to see what's in the treasure link. This guy is preferably collection, or maybe you're going to use him in events. He's not really that fast. I can't really judge him. I feel like he has a lot of weaknesses. I think so far we can just place him on this B form. Not too bad, not too good, just deserves to be on that rank. He can work well for you as a deep lying forward. Maybe surround him with other players like Forlan, Owen, Batistuta, the other fast goal poachers. He could just drop and carry the ball to them, which is possible. It might work maybe in a 4-2-1-3 formation, 3-striker formation, but he starts in the current meta, you just feel like he's going to slow you down anyhow, and not really quite up to the standards. I can say probably he's the weakest player here in terms of stats and playstyle. I feel like the playstyle is good, but if you check a look at the latest Johan Cruyff, you just feel like this guy is nothing. Bojan Kikic, the winger, prolific winger. This guy, I have used him in AI division, PvP, I guess, Division 1 players. Absolutely incredible. He is the type of guy who is nimble and fast, and the guy you want to put when you want to break defenses. He can play at AMF, he can play as a right winger, center forward, second striker. You see how versatile he is. And his weakness, I think, is physique, and also He doesn't have a skill. Someone like this with a blade scaler, you would love him to have something like that, or even momentum, dribbling, acceleration, burst. But I give him an A form because of what he can do in practically, besides the physique and lack of short-time skill. He's the type of guy who is versatile, who can win games for you. You link him up with strikers that can be so lethal. This guy is going to draw defenders, beat them with pace, pass, and you win games. So, yeah. For Roberto Donadoni, I feel like his final position is going to be on that S position, because I think in terms of in-game performance, he could be that good at attacking midfield position, or maybe as a left midfield position with a ping-pong crossing. He's the type of guy you want him to be running towards fullbacks or defenders. I think he's a very good player. For most people, I think he's going to be a starter. So this is the ranking. I hope you pretty much notify yourself on how to use these players. See you in the next video.